Hello and welcome to DeLoach Vineyards in the heart of the Russian River Valley. My name is Tyson Madden, the Chief Blending Officer at Boisset Family Estates. And what a treat we have for you today. Brian Maloney, our winemaker.
Hi, future winemakers.
Thank you for purchasing the DeLoach Vineyards at-home blending kit. And as you can see, you have 4 different Pinot Noirs from some beautiful appellations to play with. We brought Brian along here today to describe the wines as you blend to become blending masters.
So, thanks Tyson. We got 4 different Pinot Noirs from 4 distinct terroirs for you guys to taste today and work with. Here at DeLoach, we work with Pinot Noir throughout the state, so it's exciting to show each of these terroirs to its fullest. The first that you'll have in your kit is the Central Coast Pinot Noir. This is coming from the Monterey area. Monterey is about 100 miles south of San Francisco, and it really lies along the Salinas Valley, where you have an opening in Monterey Bay, and all that cold air and fog comes in and cools down the grapes as they grow all along going south from the bay. The grapes down in that area have this combination of cool climate from all that wind and fog coming off the bay, but have that warm California sun, so you get some really interesting flavor characteristics, things that you won't see up in the northern part of the state, in the Sonoma County area where the other 3 wines come from. Those are coming from 3 distinct terroirs within Sonoma County: the Russian River Valley, the Sonoma Coast, and the Carneros region. The Russian River Valley is protected from the coast by a ridge of hills that keep that wind and fog out of the way. So even though it's further north, it tends to have some really nice, ripe, rich characteristics to this wine. Bright red flavors, raspberries, cherries, things like that, and then just a silky texture to it. The Sonoma Coast is a little bit more extreme in its location. It's further to the west, more exposed. The soil type's very similar to the Russian River, sandstone soils, same ones that we look for in the Russian River. But because of the exposure to the Pacific, the tannins tend to be just a touch edgier. The wines can often have what feels like more weight to them, and the fruit characteristics tend to be a little bit more on the darker side. Cranberries and blackberries and things of that nature. And then the final wine of the flight is the Carneros. And Carneros is a great region, has a long storied history of making tremendous Pinot Noirs coming out of that area. The soil types are distinctly different than what we have working up in the Russian River Valley. They're heavier clays and gravel pockets and things like that. The flavor characteristics tend to go along with that. With those clay soils, you tend to have a little bit more weightier wines. You get these leathery, more savory characteristics coming out in the wines. Should make for some exciting blending opportunities for you guys to work with all these different ones, figure out which ones you like, which ones you think complement, and make a wine that's uniquely your own. So it should be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you, Brian, for joining us today.
Thanks, Tyson.
That's a lot of great information. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to taste some beautiful wines from DeLoach Vineyards. So come with me to our blending room and we'll show you how to use the tools in your kit. And now that you've heard a little bit about the wines from our winemaker, Brian Maloney, I myself, Tyson Madden, is going to show you how to use the tools in your blending kit to become a blending master. In your kit, you're going to have your 4 Pinot Noirs. You also will have 4 graduated cylinders, as such, and 4 pipettes. The first measuring tool is your graduated cylinder, which is probably the most important tool because it will show you how to measure each individual Pinot Noir so that you can write down your numbers and keep track of your blend. So if we start off with, say, this beautiful Carneros Pinot Noir, and you're thinking, what am I going to use it for? What kind of number? You would just take the wine and say, decide I want to use 60% Carneros Pinot Noir. You literally take the wine, pour it into the graduated cylinder till you reach the number 60. Once you have your number, the next step is key. What you want to do is then pour that single Pinot Noir, the Carneros, into your glass, move on to the next to measure. So say then I decide I'm really liking this Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir. Like that. I want to use 20%. Pour it into your graduated cylinder to measure to 20. Oh, I poured a little too much. That's where the pipette comes into play. Now, your pipette is in the packet here. What you want to do is kind of peel it open. Make sure you have some tweezers or needle nose pliers to get this little styrofoam piece out. Once you have it out, it's ready for use. So with the pipette, you're able to take out smaller measurements in case you've over poured or if you want to measure something smaller. So you just stick it in here, use it like a straw. hold the top, and then I'm able to slowly drip it down until you reach your 20%. Once you have your number, you can pour that into the glass that had the Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir. I have my 20% or 20 milliliters. Pour that into the glass that had the Carneros, which was at 60 milliliters, and you've started your blend. You do this with all 4 Pinot Noirs. Once it adds to 100%, you have your blend, you smell it, you taste it, you compare with your friends, and you judge and figure out who has the best wine, and call us and we can make some more for you.